we're going to make pumpkin spice from scratch. So we've already added 2 teaspoons of cloves, and we're going to add 2 of ginger. If it ever comes up. Oops. That's going to go. This is not rocket science, so the measurement doesn't have to be exact. 2 teaspoons of allspice. I could just go with a tablespoon because we're just making 2 cinnamon. A little bit more. Okay. Whole nutmeg.
Let me see it.
Okay, we're gonna do 2 teaspoons of the ground nutmeg as well.
Let me see the nutmeg. Wait. Oh, here. There we go.
Okay.
There you go. Got it.
And we're gonna kind of measure that. And using whole nutmeg is so much better. It's got much more flavor. It's fresher. And 2 teaspoons is going to be about the same amount as 1 whole nutmeg, I think. And then we mix it all up, and we now have pumpkin spice.
Smells good.
Okay, what we're making is pumpkin pie filling from scratch. We made the pumpkins, insides. I made some in the oven, and once I made some from
On the stove.
in the stove. So we've got
4 cups.
4 cups. This is going to make about 2 pies.
Okay.
4 cups of the pumpkin. We're going to throw in a cup of brown sugar.
Azúcar.
We're going to take 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk.
2 cans, okay.
Okay.
Shit.
Now, some recipes call for more brown sugar and not the sweetened condensed milk, but I like the sweetened condensed milk. And each can is 14 ounces.
ounces, 28 ounces.
All right, we have 4 eggs.
We have to put some huevos.
4 eggs right in there.
Ay, güey.
Okay.
Hay que echarle huevos.
And probably about 3/4 of a tablespoon of our pumpkin spice. So not that much. I'm gonna give it a little bit extra. And then we just mix it all up. I should have gotten a big spoon to do that. But
Let me go grab it.
all right, almost forgot. We need to add some salt. 2 teaspoons of salt.
1, 2.
That's how much my fingers hold like that.
Okay. Oh, true.
This, we just want to. I don't mind dirtying dishes because that's what once I came to do dishes.
Always. That's always my job. ¿Qué tal? Nice shirt, Nick. Nice shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Yay!
Okay, we're making pie crust, perfect pie crust. Some recipes call for butter and shortening. We're just going to use butter, so we're going to double the contents of butter. We're going to use 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. We're not going to add any salt because we're using salted butter. Okay, so
And we are using, dame el cuchillo, Mer. We are using 16 ounces of butter. And that's gonna be plenty for two pie crusts.
yep. We're going to cube those up. Make sure that butter's nice and cold. That's what makes it flaky, because you're going to have little balls of butter floating into the pie crust.
Now that one's cold, huh?
It's colder than the other one.
¿Así, Monse?
Yes, hon. Everything you're making a tortilla.
No, yo no sé hacer tortillas.
Yeah, you don't want to handle the butter too much because you don't want it to get warm. You want it to stay nice and cold.
Water.
And water. You're going to use a half a cup of water. Ice water. And if a couple of pieces of ice fall in there like that, that's okay. That keeps it nice and cold.
Okay, so we only have 3 ingredients in there,
That's
right?
Flour, salt, butter, and ice water.
Aquí, ya está este.
So,
Yep, that's perfect, hon.
¿Qué lo pongo?
Dame un momento, eh?
no salt, right?
No salt.
Salt, flour, butter,
Water.
ice water. That's it.
Pulse.
You'll see it change in texture. You'll see it flour. It'll start to pull in together, and you can see it.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
That's awesome. Nice. So we bring it to the table.
Oops. The dogs are going to love this. Now, this should be enough for 2 pie crusts.
Okay.
So we take a knife and we cut it in half.
I'm working, hon. All right.
Now you can refrigerate this for a while.
Mm-hmm. So put it in the container before we put it in the fridge.
Actually, you could have put it in the fridge in this shape, and then
Okay.
later on, if you need to hold on for a while,
Uh-huh.
it'll keep better that way.
Oh, got
Okay,
it.
we're gonna put it right in the pie crust. That'll be fine.
Muy nice.
There we go with our second pie crust. That's the first one we just finished, and put that right in there. So we can stretch it a little bit to make it fit.
Yeah. Okay. Estoy despeinado.
It's okay.
Okay.
Mira, watch, hon, because you're going to be doing that next.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. All right. Take my little pastry cutter, go around the edge. And we'll save those little pieces for something else down the road.
Perfect.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, now it's time to put the pies together. Omar is preparing the final crust, And it's time to put the pie filling into the pie. Remember, this recipe should make 2 pies, but I think we're going to end up with maybe 3.
It's too hot in Oceanside today. It's like 80 degrees. Too hot.
80.
As we
Yeah,
speak
it's-
to the people in Arizona.
Yep, it's 80, way too
Well.
hot.
These are just about ready. I think move out of the way, Cash. Go on.
Wow.
I think they need a little longer. These are the ones in back because there's so many of them that they cook slower. But if you take, oh look, it came out clean. That's good.
So yeah.
That's good. I think a couple are in
I
the
think
back.
it looks like this one's ready, but not
Yep.
that one over there.
Right. So we'll take the ones that are ready out. The proof.
How is it?
Mmm.
Very good.
Delicioso.
Yeah?
Delicioso.
Yummy, yummy.
Mira los otros. Here's the other 2 testers aquí.
Vacuum cleaner.
Okay, we're going to make apple pie filling. What we've got so far are about 5 Honeycrisp apples, some lemon juice, about about 3/4 of a lemon worth of juice, the zest from 1 lemon, and now we're going to add sugar. I'm going to add 1 1/3 cups of granulated sugar. That's 1/3, 2/3. 1 cup and 1/3. Next thing we're going to do is we need to add our famous nutmeg, and it asks for 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, so we're just going to add what we think is 1/4 teaspoon. It's probably about 1/2 nut. And cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay. It's in the jar marked canela. Okay. I don't have a handy teaspoon measuring thing, so I'm just going to put that much. Probably a little more than a teaspoon, but that's okay. And salt, about 1/4 teaspoon. That's it. Right. Let me see if I got everything. Sugar, water, cornstarch. Oh, gotta put cornstarch. And the cornstarch is so it'll thicken. Cinnamon, salt, and nutmeg, and that's it. And then we're going to put it on the stove to cook for a while. So let's mix all this up first, and then we'll add the cornstarch. Okay, this is my favorite pot because it's got the nice copper bottom and it heats very evenly. My mom gave it to me many years ago.
Wow, that's a special one.
Oh yeah. Now, when you use anything for thickening, it's always good to add cold to hot. So we get this. It's on. Okay, so we're just going to bring this to a boil and get all the ingredients soaking into the apples. And these are sliced and then quartered. And the reason I did that so that they're nice and small so you can actually bite into them instead of those big pieces of apple that you see in a lot of apple pies. So just wait. Apple pie filling done, pie crust ready, and here we go. Okay, oops. Doesn't it look good?
Qué rico.
And this can go all the way to the top.
Porque si no es ahora, será mañana.
And almost used it all. Almost. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Then we take our top crust.
Perfect.
Of course. Okay.
You need a fork? No?
Not yet. I need to put some cinnamon sugar on top, and I need
Oh,
to
okay.
make them cinnamon sugar.
Yay!
Then we need to do a slit like that, a slit like that. This is so that the steam will come out.
All perfection.
Okay, so we don't have a pastry brush. I don't know what I did with it. So we got a little bit of egg, and we're going to just brush it on with a paper towel. Because there's always a way around using fancy equipment, even though I love my fancy equipment. And this will brown the crust nicely. Okay. That's all you need. Except
We have the sugar and canela.
yeah, just need a sprinkle of canela and the sugar. Dark sugar, cinnamon. Okay. And here's we go bam, 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 bam.
Esto que revienta, pero amame, amame.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so good.
Yummy.
That's all.
Yoo-hoo.
And it's ready for the oven.
Perfección. Corte.
Apple pie, fresh from the oven. I haven't made an apple pie in many years, so I hope it came out okay.
Looks great. Yummy.
I don't have any ice cream, but that's okay.
Delicioso. Un tenedor, cielo, por favor. Uy.
Uy. Shh, don't tell anybody.
Nope.
Oh, the crust is nice and crispy. That's perfect. Okay. Okay. Very good.
¿Sí?
¿Para huevo?
Sí, cómo no.
Mira. Empanadas. Pie. Rico.
The crust came out perfect. Pineapple with sugar and cinnamon and cloves. And ¿qué más? Oh yeah, and it's thickened with cornstarch. And now I hand it over to the expert closer.
Wow, qué bonito, amor. Ay, qué preciosa. I like it. Perfect.
poquito.
Yummy, yummy.
Está esperando que me caiga algo.
¿La aspiradora?
Sí.
¿Qué pasó ese papá hermoso? ¿Qué pasó ese papá hermoso? ¿Y esa niña? ¿Qué pasó esa niña? Sí, yo, sweet. Ese moco está dulce.
Teamwork, teamwork.
Sí.
Oh,
Se me salió un poco largo.
it's okay.